Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to be here today. I have some moody cottagecore ornaments and DIYs for you today. So make sure you do all the YouTubey things, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So on to this first DIY. We are using these clear ornaments from the Dollar Tree. I got them in, I want to say it was 3 different sizes. They had like a extra large one this year, which was really nice. And so we're going to do the same kind of thing we did with our jack-o'-lantern and Halloween, and we're going to use baking soda and paint to get a super awesome texture, um, like terracotta texture, um, and we're going to put it all over our ornaments. So you just mix it till you get a pretty decent consistency. You don't want it to be too thick where you can't um, put it on smoothly, but you don't want it too thin where you're not going to get the texture, if that makes sense. So I just went ahead and coated the ornaments with this mixture, and then you got to really let them dry. So I kind of used my heat gun a little bit. I just kind of put them on skewers inside of floral foam and just kind of let them do their thing. And this doesn't need to be smooth. Get funky with your strokes. You definitely want to have the texture here, so that is what I'm doing. I know it's a little bit out of a shot, but it wouldn't be a Amanda video if it wasn't. So this is the smallest size that I picked up, and you get 2 for $1.25, which I think is a bargain deal. So I'm going to paint the smaller one too. So I did 3 different colors when it came to these. I wanted it to be real moody. As I said in my first Christmas video this year, I like really dark, moody look all year round in general. So I knew I wanted to darken up and moodify my Christmas decor. So these mushroom little chalkboard ornaments came from the Dollar Tree as well, and you get 4 in a pack. And so I'm just using the same mixture here, and I'm going to coat all of my mushrooms in that paint. So this is like the super big daddy one. It is ginormous, and I just love it. These clear ornaments you could do so many different things with. Lots and lots of fun. This gives this, when it's dry and finished, it gives it almost like a velvety look to it. It's really very cool. So I cannot wait to see you guys use this technique as well, and let me know how it went. So once they were dry, I just kind of put a little dollop of paint, as you can see there, and then I went over it to give it more of an opaque coating to it. And I am just going like against the grain pretty much to, I just wanted to be careful to not knock down the texture that I was able to create with the baking soda and paint. So that's what I'm doing here. And of course, you know, I was just going for it. And, you could do another coat of the baking soda and paint mixture, or you could do it like I did, whatever makes you happy. But I just love, 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 love the look of this, and make sure that when you're painting these, you have a little system set up to allow them to dry. So now I'm just taking excess baking soda, and again, I know it is the craziest shot why I was doing this, but we get the gist. So, and then I'm just taking my little paintbrush and kind of knocking off the excess so that it doesn't look like big clumps of baking soda. You don't want that. You want a nice even coat of baking soda. You can also use flour to do this part as well. And you don't want your ornament to be completely dry when you do this. You want it to be just a little bit tacky so that the baking soda or flour, whichever one you choose to use, sticks to the ornament itself, like sticks to the paint. So I did the same concept with my little mushrooms. Well, I got baking soda all over them. So I was just kind of, and so the nice thing is that I got these like cool little chunks of baking soda in my box. And so I'm not leaving as much on these as I left on the round ones, but I did want to give it a slight little dusting. It just gives it, I just love this. It's so matte, it's so beautiful. And then for the little dots that go on the top of my mushroom, I am just using white acrylic paint, and I just am using what is in the lid there and the back of a paintbrush. So I'm using two different sizes here to give my little spots a little bit more random look than just big white dots, on my mushroom caps. So these were, I got the mushrooms like as they were transitioning from fall and started to put up Christmas. So if you still have fall in your Dollar Tree, you'll be able to find these little ornaments. But as soon as I saw them, I knew that I wanted to use them and hang them in my tree this year. And I just absolutely love that. So cute. So here we are on this next idea that I had, because I wanted to give you a couple different ways to do this. So I took some of the ornaments outside and just put a base coat of black spray paint on them. And then I'm going with my black chalk paint, and then I am randomly dipping my paintbrush into the baking soda that's on the plate and just kind of tapping in there. Um, so it's not a full mixture. It's not the mix of the paint and the baking soda, but it's the base coat, and then I'm putting just another coat, and then I'm mixing the baking soda in that way. And honestly, they look exactly the same as if I would have done a full coat of the mixture of the baking soda. But I just wanted to show you that there's several ways to get this look. Um, and you just build it up. So we're just building up the texture here. I wanted to see what different kind of texture this gave. It's a little bit different, but not really. I mean, if you're looking at it on a tree, you are not going to notice that there is a difference. And this honestly was easier to do for me because I had the base coat on. So whatever color that you're going to do, you could just spray paint all of your bulbs first and then use a coordinating color and the tapping method with the baking soda, and then, just mix it into the second coat of paint that you're putting on, and it just really matte. So I used like extra matte spray paint, which honestly I still think it has a shine on when you spray it on these shiny surfaces. So I love that I'm using the black chalk paint with the um baking soda mixed in, because it just really gives it that matte black look that I was going for. So another one I did in like a terracotta color. And then now I'm taking my hazelnut and I'm just dry brushing over the top of that terracotta color, just to kind of give it another level of depth and dimension. You know how I love my layers. I think everything looks so much better when you do layers. And I just think that this one came out so cute. So I didn't make any big ones of this color, and I still am going to, because I just think it's just the perfect little color to add in it. It's moody, it's fun. And then as I was, putting on the lighter color, I would go back with a darker one just to really give it that. I didn't want it to look like it was just one solid color. I wanted it to have a dimension to it. So that's what I did here. And then I'm just tapping in some of that baking soda and going from there. So I just think that this is really fun, and I just threw on a show and watched a little show while I was doing this, because it does take some time, and of course you got to allot for the drying time. But like I said, a good system to put them to dry, so you can use one of those Amazon boxes I know you all have, stick some skewers in it, and then stick your ornaments right on top to dry there. So now I'm going in with these mushrooms. I had a couple left, and so I'm doing the hazelnut color by Waverly, and which is real gingerbready looking, right? So cute. So same concept, I'm just giving them a nice thorough coat. And then I decided that I didn't want the silver caps on my ornaments, that I definitely wanted them to be black. So hindsight 2020, I would have taken this outside and spray painted my caps black because that would have saved me some time. And then look at how beautiful that texture is. And I just added a jute twine holder to it. So the other day I did get my like velvet cording in, and so I might switch these out. Actually, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to. I got black and brown, and I think it's going to be so cute to hang all these ornaments up with like the little velvet ribbon. So of course I had to put dots on the tops of my caps of the brown ones. And I'm just, using what is left in the cap and the back of a paintbrush, and that is how I add my little dots on. And I just try to really make sure that it looks random, that it doesn't look like I planned out exactly where I wanted to put them. And then I wanted to make that little, I don't even know what it's called, but the underneath of the mushroom, like it has those ridges in it. I just wanted to give these brown ones a little bit more depth and dimension, you know how I do it. So that's what I'm doing here is I just kind of played with it until I really, really liked it. And I, you're going to see me mess with it until it's really what I wanted it to be. And I just think these mushrooms look so realistic and so cute. I cannot wait to know if you guys like the mushrooms and if you would want to recreate something like this in your house for yourself. These would be great as like Christmas toppers as well. Like you could put them with the bow, you can write somebody's name on them, you could use your Cricut and put their names on there as well. And then I just went with some more of that hazelnut just to kind of go over the white to make it look more highlighted. And I definitely, definitely think these look so cartoony, so fun. And I didn't mess with the green ones, but I did think that it needed it in the brown, and I just absolutely adore it. They are so, so, so cute. But don't like be afraid to just keep going until you're happy. I mean, the worst case scenario, if you hate it, you can paint over the whole thing again and start over. It's just paint. So, but I just think these came out so cute. I just kept feathering in color over color until I got the right look that I wanted. But again, I think these came out super duper cute. So I'm taking my small one and I thought, what if I do like my favorite glue drizzle here? So I'm going to go around the whole cap of this ornament and I'm going to put some glue in. So now here's the thing. If you remember, underneath that beautiful color is plastic. So it melted the plastic. But I think it looks really awesome. Like it was a great mistake. It gives it more of a bell look, more of like an acorn shape. And I just think that that is even better to add into my cottage core Christmas tree. And then I'm going over my hot glue with some gold metallic acrylic paint. And I just think that it looks like a little acorn to go with my mushrooms and my velvety looking ornaments. So definitely a great oops. Because I was like, oh no, it melted it. And then I looked at it and was like, yes, it melted it. It looks so cute. Let me know in the comments below if you would recreate my little acorn looking one. And so with this one, I painted the cap um, black, And then I went over it with gold to give it a different look. And here is some still shots of these ornaments wrapped in a garland because my husband won't let me put my tree up yet. So this is how I was able to display them. But so cute. So these are from Hobby Lobby, and these were $8.49, but they're 50% off. And um, these, bells are big in Christmas decor this year, and just in general in like cottage core. I think that it's super important to have this kind of look going on. So this is my take on it. So they were way too shiny for me. I don't want new looking bells all in my garlands. So I am taking burnt umber and I'm just kind of patting it in and kind of feathering it on. And we're just going to let that dry. And you're going to see what a difference that it makes just to put a thin layer. So there it is. There's the original. There's the one that we painted. It's such a great difference to do the the brushing of the like burnt umber over the top there. And then if you want a little bit more, you could just let it dry and then add another layer. Um, you can add as many layers as you want. You could take the jute twine off, take them out and spray paint them. I thought black would have been really cute as well. But I really wanted to go with the aged brasslick because, oh my gosh, you could go to whatever store and these bells are so expensive. And I want to say I paid less than $10 for all of these bells on the table here. And all I had to do was just bring down that shine by adding a little bit of acrylic paint and a little bit of imagination to make the look happen that I wanted to happen with my bells. So cute. So this is my green, that lovely, beautiful green that I had planted the ornaments. And if you've really ever seen metal that has truly aged, it has that green patina to it. So that's the look that I wanted to add on to my particular ornaments. Um, you can do this step or not, but I just think it was just a cute little addition to these bells. Now, I still want to make a bigger set of bells, which that'll come up in another video. I'm going to show you how we could take those mega generic plastic looking bells from the Dollar Tree and make them look just like this. So, if I am stippling something on and I want to take back the color a little bit, I just use a paper towel. Paper towels are my best friend when it comes to crafting and bringing down something that I don't want it to be, too obvious. And then, like I said, if you don't like it, you just go right back over it with your base color and it will smooth all of that out. So this is just me adding a little bit more dark spots. This is like my second layer of the burnt umber, and then I would mix in the green and then do some burnt umber here. Of course, this is out of the shot. Here we go. I'm like, hello, Amanda. People want to see what you're doing. So, the bells were fun. The bells were a lot of fun and just a cheap, inexpensive way to get those super high-end bells that you'll see at like Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware, Urban Outfitters, West Elm, all those bougie places that and they charge just a fortune for these. And so here we are making these cute bells into something awesome for under $10. And here is a still shot of the bell. Came out really, really cute. So these wood ornaments come from the Dollar Tree. These are in the Crafter Square section, and I think they're going to be in there like all the time because they weren't with Christmas. They were like in the actual like crafting aisle. And so I had seen an ornament on, I want to say it was Joann's, that had the little wood round with the pine cone on the front, but it was indented, which, I wasn't going to make a pottery one, so this is what I'm doing. So that's just another silicone mold that I had that I used my fun trick of hot glue to make a little mold for me. And then I just painted the center of the wood round black. And then I'm just going to use the hot glue to adhere my glue pine cone onto the top there. So this is just, again, our gold acrylic paint. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint my acorn gold. I just absolutely love making embellishments out of hot glue. I just think that it's such a cool concept that you don't have to use modeling clay. I mean, it's just most crafters have hot glue in their arsenal. So I just think that this just takes something simple and gives it a little bit more excitement by having something that's 3D. So it was too gold for me. So of course I was going to have to take it down a little bit. So I'm just using what I had left over on my brush, and just kind of wiping it on there to really bring out the detail of the mold. And then that's what it looks like right there. And if that's not cute enough, so I'm going to add some white as if it had been snowed on. So yes, word to the wise is go top down, because when it snows, it goes from the top down. So I just think that this is such a simple, beautiful little ornament that you can add into your tree this year. So this is another DIY, and we are going to make a garland. So I've seen these, and honestly, they're not badly priced, especially at Hobby Lobby and 50% off. Like, it is not a bad deal, but if you're like me, you have these little wood beads uh, in plenty and in your stash, as your crafter stash. So I have, I don't know, probably 10 different sizes. So I thought, you know what? I really wanted to have one of these garlands in my tree this year, and so I decided I was going to make one myself. You can see that the weather has changed because I am crafting in a sweatshirt. I was so cold when I was making this, and I just don't want to turn my heater on because my son has asthma and it really messes with him. So even though I change my filters like once a month, it's still just, trying to give that meter outside a break. So what I did to the end of the jute twine is I just added a little bit of electrical tape. You can use whatever tape you have, but that's just the one that I had closest to me. And that's the design that I came up with. So the whole 6 feet of this garland is going to be that design. So it's uh, small, medium, large, extra large, and then large, medium, small. And then I just went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth like that. And I just absolutely adore this. I've seen it on several different high-end websites because it's just so classic. It's like there's nothing fancy about it except for that it's super cute. So this is it here. I will definitely take a video of my tree when I have it finally up with my garland on. And of course, I have to make a couple more of these to go around a tree, but so cute, so easy, just a little time consuming. Tell me down below if you like this look here and if you want to make one yourself. So this is our last DIY for today, and these come from Hobby Lobby. I want to say it's like less than $5 for a blank nutcracker. As you could see, the scenery has changed a little. I ripped off all of the old contact paper and put all fresh, brand newy contact paper, and then I put my camera up because I was trying to get a better shot, but it's upside down and it's driving me nutty, so we're not going to do that. But you'll get the concept here, and I didn't want to delete the footage because it's such a simple way to take these blank nutcrackers and just really give it that super cute cottagecore look. Now you could paint your nutcracker any color that you want. I have some that are just black, I have some that are gold, but I think this is really going to look adorable in my little setup this year. And so I'm just taking Antique Wax by Waverly, and then that little cup has water in it, and I would just kind of go over it. I'd put the wax on, I'd put water, I'd wipe it off, etc., etc., etc. So that's it. He came out adorable. He's just a nice wood nutcracker with a little bit of stain on him. I hope you love all of these DIYs, and thank you for being here, and I'll see you again in the next one.